Next thing I want to talk about is pricing. So I would say of all the consulting clients that I work with, the number one place that we usually start and the thing that we usually have to fix right off the bat with most gym owners is their pricing. And really what it boils down to at the end of the day is people aren't charging enough and they're not charging what they're worth. They get into this price war with gyms around them, the F45, Orange Theory, stuff like that, charging around the same amount as them. And if you're charging that middle ground of what all these other gyms are charging, you're going to end up getting in a price war with them and attracting the wrong type of clients. And it's the easiest way to get your business to not be able to survive and maintain where you're at. And so with pricing, I'm a big believer in being the highest priced gym in your area. I think that's totally fine as long as obviously the service you're delivering matches that. But if you are the highest priced gym in your area or one of the highest priced gyms in your area, there is a lot of things that associate with that. The client automatically associates a high value with that, it being, you know, one of the more exclusive places in the area, a place that they want to be in. Again, as long as you're delivering a service that matches that, I'm a big believer of being the highest priced person in your area as far as gym goes. And along with that, you also need to be one of the higher priced gyms in your area because you have to be able to, again, like we mentioned in the staffing video, be able to pay their staff what they're worth, make them want to be able to stay. You're probably going to be paying your staff higher than most gyms. So you really have to be able to generate enough revenue to be able to pay for your staff, pay for your expenses, and then also be able to financially grow your gym to where you want it to be. So part of that is being able to charge enough money to sustain that. With our training gyms, a lot of times what we're targeting is an average member transaction of somewhere between $300 to $400 a month. If you're in a little bit more rural area, your average membership might be around $300 a month. The gyms that we have in Seattle area that I own, our average membership is more like $360 to $370 a month, but somewhere between that $300 to $400 per member per month mark. And if we're hitting that, then everything else from a numbers perspective becomes easier to be able to maintain and to be able to hit from a financial perspective. So I know if I'm able to at least charge $300 per month per member, then in most cases I only need around 100 to 150 members to really be able to do the numbers that I want to do from a revenue perspective, being able to do, you know, $40,000, $50,000 a month at least in revenue, and then eventually getting to that $1 million a year mark. But that all starts with the pricing. It all starts with charging enough. But then again, if we can get to that $300 to $400 per member mark, we're then able to hit these numbers with only about 100, 150, maybe 200 members max, which then makes the gym a lot easier to operate and a lot easier to grow when we only have to attract, you know, 200 or so members to be able to make that work. So at the end of the day, people undercharge. That's probably the biggest mistake they make. They're afraid to be the highest priced gym in your area. So really, if you're trying to run a financially successful training gym, it all starts with pricing. All your numbers from there come off of what your price and your average member price is per month. So that's the first thing you should start with, really making sure that number is dialed in, that you're charging enough to be able to hit the numbers that you need to grow, to be able to pay your staff and all that kind of stuff. So if you have any questions on pricing or where your pricing should start, reach out. I'm here to help. I would love to help you get started with that. I've done pricing for rural Montana, for Seattle, all different demographics, all different areas, so we can help kind of dictate the pricing in your area and what that should look like. So if you need any help, feel free to reach out. I'm here to help. Thanks.